Today I'm going to show you how to draw a graph in Excel of a function given a function. Okay, so let's say given a function with the values of x, so we are going to find the values of y using Excel, and we're going to draw the graph using Excel. So that's all about today's video. So let's start. Let's just not waste much of our time and let's start. So with me, I have a question here. Okay, the question is just like this. Okay, I have the function y is equals to ax, or divided by a plus cube root of 1 plus x squared, and I have the range of x from -3 to 3, and the interval is going to be 0.2, and the value of a is going to be 0.5. Okay, so let's go to Excel now and see how we can plot this graph. So as we know, for us to be able to plot a graph, we need the values of x. So I'll put x in the first box, here x, and y in the second box. So x starts at -3. The following would be -2.8, since our interval is 0.2. So guys, once I have two values, I can simply select them, and after select, I go to the bottom right, and when I see this plus sign, I just left click your mouse, and you just drag down until you see the value 3. Okay, so here is my 3, and just release, and it automatically puts the range with the same interval. Now I need to find the value of y. So for me, I need to rewrite my formula somewhere here so that I can easily see it. So my formula, for me to write this formula, I need to go to insert, and I press equation. So once I press, let me just increase the size of my equation. So now I need to type my equation: y is equal to a. So before I type ax, I need to, since it's a fraction, my equation is in a fraction, I need to choose this type of a fraction, and on top I write ax like this, and below I write a, then plus. For me to write cube root, I need to press radical here, and cube root I can write using this one. So on this part I write my 3 representing cube root, and inside I write 1 plus. Now I need to write x squared. I need to go to scripts and check this form. Once I have this form, I can write x squared, something like that. I've just rewrite my formula, you guys. So now let us try to see. Excel will calculate on its own. We need just to enter these values, and as they are. So my a is equal to 0.5. Let me just put here, I write a letter a, and below I write a value of a, which is 0.5, guys, just like that. And now I need to calculate the value of y using the function. Since the value of a and x are known, it means I can substitute these values in the function, and I can find the value of y. So I'm going to use Excel to calculate this. So for me, I need to enter this function in this box. so for it to calculate. So in place of a, I'll be writing 0.5. Okay, so this is how I'm going to do it. So for me to get the answer, I press equal to. It's important to press equal to because you need to get an answer, so you need to press equal to first. So I press equal to, and after pressing equal to, I write 0.5, then it's being multiplied by x, and my x now, the value of x now, I'm going to use this one. I press here this box where the value of x, and now it automatically writes a2. So once it writes a2 is coming from where? This is the column A and this is the row 2, so it's a2. Okay, let me just put it into brackets since I'm going to divide. Since I'm going to divide this by the other expression which is below, so once I put it in that way, I can say I put now the dividing sign, and I open brackets again. It's important for me to open brackets because this expression which is below, I need to calculate it. It should be calculated on its own independently. Okay, so the brackets will ensure that. So I have a, that's going to be 0.5, then plus, now I have cube root of 1 plus x squared, and cube root is the same as to the power a third, so I need to open brackets again for this and write 1 plus, in place of x I press again a2, then it registers that it's from a2, and this one I raise it to the power 2, that's x squared, and I close my bracket. After closing my bracket, I raise that bracket to the power a third, since everything is to cube root, so I need to raise it again to the power 1/3. Now 1/3 is a fraction, so how do I write this fraction? I need to put it into brackets again, so it's 1 divided by 3, and now I close the bracket. Then I'll close the final bracket now, which is the one that I opened first. Now once I've done this, I just press enter, and my value is now found, and Excel has automatically calculated that value. So we repeat the same thing for the second value. So I press equal to. It's important always to press equal to. If you don't press equal to, it will not calculate. So it's equal to my ax. Let me open brackets and say 0.5 multiplied by x, which is this one. My x, I just click it, so a3, it means column A, row 3. So this is the value of x. Then I close my brackets once and put the dividing sign. I open brackets at once, and after I open, I write from the formula 0.5, then plus the same thing we did, guys. Open brackets, it will be 1 plus, now my ax squared, this one I press this one, I raise it to the power 2, and I close the bracket, and I raise it to the power 1/3, and I close the bracket. After closing the bracket, I close the final bracket and press enter. So once I have two values, now I just need to select these 4 boxes and now come to the bottom right, and once I get that plus sign, I just click the left button of the mouse and drag downwards, drag up to the last value, and it automatically calculates on its own. Now let's see how we're going to plot a graph of this function. So from this I can just say insert. You need to make sure that this one is selected, so I come to charts and choose a chart, and now let me choose a chart XY scatter. So I choose XY scatter and choose this one and say okay. Now this is my graph. This is my graph, you guys. I've just finished it. So if I want to move it down, I can move it and place wherever I want to place it. Okay. And if I want to change the color of the graph, I can change like this. There are a lot of colors that I can use to illustrate my graph. Let me choose a purple, and that's all. I've just plotted the graph of my equation, the graph of my function, you guys. That's all. Thank you for watching. See you next time with another video. Stay tuned.